Okay, just let me put this on here. Quick. Put this down here. Close that. Just let me put on. Just let me make this quick. Where were I? Yeah, I just got a call from mom. I can't take it now. Let me make this now quick before now when I'm thinking about it and how, when I have a feeling to make this kind of video and see whatever it turns out to be. I consider myself, I wouldn't consider myself, just keep calling me interrupt. I wouldn't consider myself enlightened in the sense of the traditional Indian sitting in the forest. I thought I did before, a little bit, but I think that's naive. Anyway, I've had strange experiences in my life, even since I was young, and I don't even remember them, but my mom did. I'm not gonna go into that now, it's even too personal also. But then, because yeah, I have such a what should I say, I have such energy for truth and positivity. I always want to be positive, I always want to inspire people, I always want to make people happy. But at the same time, these moments just come to me. Moments like this, they just come to me when I just realize how fucking ridiculous it all is somehow. How pathetic it is, everything. Okay, all these things from labels, constructions, you gotta behave certain things to be approved with friends, with groups, be approved by girls, all these things. I just drifting away from it because I could not care more. And I'll tell you, when I was in university, I had such high standards on myself. I had such a high pressures on myself, and I could only see other people's achievements. And I only thought, I still do to some degree today. That's why I kind of hesitate. Am I really enlightenment is a lifelong process. I understand that. It's different levels. Yeah, but till today, I still sort of just question myself where I am and maybe where I should be. But I have to understand, this is life, life is not about one straight start and a straight road to the end, basically. It's a river that goes through very, very different climates and routes, and how a river looks, it's curved and linger itself forward. But every now and then it just gets to me like how pathetic a lot of these things is. And one reason why I have been really down now for some time, since yesterday, it's because my mom called me and that we cannot keep the cat, she says, because it's too old and she have some breathing issue. And I noticed, I think he actually has asthma. I've seen videos now and I research about it, but I'm telling her, she went to a veterinary, but just don't go and take the veterinary's word for truth. I mean, I don't doubt the veterinary have a lot of experience, sure, but shouldn't Simba deserve the name of my cat? Shouldn't he deserve a proper clinic, x-ray or tests, so they actually know there's possible, maybe there's a possibility about medicine. I check that. But sure, he is seriously is 20 years old, and I choose him, and the reason behind him is actually because of me. When I am maybe 6-7 years old, we went up to the north of Sweden, and my dad's aunt had kitties, and I saw one cat there that I really wanted, because she also had to give them away. So they flew that cat down to where I'm from, and she lived with us, and a couple of years later she had little cat, and she had Simba, which is now, that was Simba, she had Simba in 2000s. I'm pretty sure it was, so that's 20 years ago now. But it just feels very ridiculous. Not ridiculous, not about that. That is one reason why I feel the way I feel now, but at the same time all these other things about how ridiculous life seems sometimes to me. Just a little bit like a loop, a repeat. I think there's just a lot of things that happens now which make me think about my life here, and should not complain, I know that. If you were sick, if you were really ill, would you take assisted death help? I just Google about it now. It's not many places where it's allowed. If you're strong enough, maybe just do it yourself without some assistance. My mind is going from everywhere now. It's going from horrible stuff like that, sad stuff like that, to I want to go back home to see Simba last time. But I did. I was home 3 weeks ago, and I spent so much time with him and had so much fun. It's such a sweet cat. It's my little man. However, but how ridiculous this all is. You know, I have so many ideas that I want to do. Sometimes I think about, you know, how all these people, they are living with the traditional sense of living. They are growing up in their own little town. They get together, they live together, they have their group of friends, and they stick to their job their whole lives. They are getting their house, they invest in the house, they're having the 2 cars, whatever. It's beautiful in a way. It's really nice. But sometimes I'm like doing that now, but without it, you know. But I'm having this repetitive loop and feeling less creative and less creative. I know my creativity is there. It's like it's the last thing that ever die from me, you know. It's really the thing that makes me feel meaning. Of course, some people in my life also, but I don't really have people in my life. I have few really close people in my life, but I don't really have that I can just call, let's hang out. I just don't have that. So I'm just like, should I keep on living this boring life? I'm being honest, it's fucking boring. But I cannot just move around all the time either. But I would like to do I have some dreams that I wish to do. I need to go to do field study. I would wish to go to one place and do hiking, like long hikings for maybe weeks, and you stop at different places, just book for the night, stay over the night, eat at a local restaurant, and then you'd hike further. I was very inspired by one guy. He traveled now recently. He just traveled north of Thailand, and he started to walk down towards Bangkok, and that was the idea. But he stopped because of several reasons, like yesterday or something. So it was a bit boring, but I'm very interested about those stuff. I have really ideas like that, and ideas for stories. I have at least one, two, at least two, and maybe a third that I would like to make into a novel. And then of course the music, but yeah, right now I don't know what. And I had to do that. I had to make this video now. Whether I upload it or not, it's not a point. Just had to get this out of my